Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and once again, your boy has gotten his hands on the APK, and there is a lot to talk about in the APK now. So we're gonna start off this video. We're gonna do a video before we get into other things. I know you want to know about characters and how to get them and what the uniform options are and yada yada yada. But seriously, there are so many changes, and some of these changes will actually affect your games right now. So I want to cover all of those changes first, to make sure that you don't waste unnecessary resources, you don't make purchases that you're going to regret, etc, etc. There's actually some really important stuff here, so pay attention, watch the whole video, like and subscribe and whatever, blah blah, and don't, watch this video before you make any decisions in game, literally any decisions whatsoever. So, and of course I'll have more videos coming out later today about the other stuff. So a lot has changed in Marvel Future Fight with this update. This is the 5-year anniversary update. Now, of course, as Star Agent, part of the Netmarble Star Agent program, thank you for letting me be a part of it. Everything you see is not final build, so it can change, subject to change, yada yada yada. Man, Taskmaster looks so cool. Hopefully that is not subject to change, because that looks so damn cool. Now, I actually had to write down everything that has changed. So the first thing you can see is this Future Pass thing, and I'll start with this one because I actually don't have any information on it, except that it sounds a lot like a battle pass. If you play Fortnite, if you play pretty much any other FPS game, you know exactly what a battle pass is. You purchase it monthly, or usually it's monthly. You purchase it once, and then you have to do certain content, and then you will unlock extra rewards. So it's sort of like a heroic quest, except it shouldn't be on a weekly timer. It should be, much longer than that. And it will have different types of quests. So rather than saying like do 10 dimension missions and then collect one reward and then go play Danger Room once, it'll just be a running tally. So it'll be like, 100 giant boss raid fights, and you have a month to do that. So you could do it all on the first day, or you could take the whole month to do it. So I don't know we don't know what it is. It's not in the store. I can't find it anywhere. None of the Star Agents can find it. So this is all we've got. So your best guess is my best guess. Your best guess is my best guess. Enjoy the content, and get awesome rewards. Well, awesome rewards. Marvel Future Fight devs, you guys don't really know what awesome means. Awesome to you guys is 50 clear tickets. So we'll have to wait and see if those rewards are really awesome in the new Future Pass. Now the hopeful thing here is that there is a ticket. It looks like there's a ticket in the middle. So maybe this will be a way for players to spend a little bit of money and get like 2 and 3 star rank up tickets, those rarer rank up tickets. But again, you're probably gonna have to spend real money, so free to play people, don't get your hopes up too much. But anyways, that's the Future Pass. What else is new, Cynicalex? What about the inventory? Okay, let's talk about the inventory now. They didn't actually change anything involving the inventory besides giving us an additional 100 slots, but they did add 2 features. The first feature is right down there. It will give you a total running tally of all of your biometrics. So if you need to know how close you are to being able to get the next character to level 70, whether you need 2,403 biometrics or you need 4,806 biometrics, you'll be able to see very quickly at a glance. I have 8,859 biometrics. The other thing that they added, which is actually a quality of life change that I've been asking for and a lot of players have been asking for, is ISO 8. If you click sell all, you now have a very robust menu where you can just quickly say, I want to sell all of my ISO 8 at 1, 2, and 3 stars. So you can see there, it's going to dump everything at 1, 2, and 3 stars, and it's going to leave everything else. This is a really good change, and I'm very thankful that they're doing that. This, coupled with the extra 100 slots, should make it a lot less painful to go through your inventory. It's still going to be a pain. I'm not saying 100 slots fixes the problem, but this helps. These are long-term solutions to the inventory problem. If they did this and they removed biometrics from counting against your inventory, I don't even think they need to give us 100 slots if they made both of those changes. Sadly, they did not make both of those changes, so we're kind of stuck in a weird situation where we're thanking them on one hand. Thank you, Marvel Future Fight, for giving us that quality of life. But then on the other hand, we're like, we're gonna need 100 extra inventory slots next year or in 6 months. So, it's kind of like a give and take. The next one is probably the biggest one and the biggest reason why I needed to make this video for the APK first. And this is why I said you want to watch this video before you make any changes to your account. The legendary battle rewards and the legendary battle requirements have all been reduced. So for those of you that got all of the rewards, congratulations, you grinded more than newer players will need to grind. New players, man, you don't even understand what it was like for us back in the day, having to get Thor's uniform to Mythic. Because guess what? You don't have to do that anymore. You only have to get it to Heroic. So these are changes that are massive buffs for, say it with me now, newer players. You don't have to get Hulk's uniform to Mythic, you only have to get it to Heroic. Now, these are good changes because they allow newer players to catch up faster. This is good. However, I know that some of you veterans out there will feel burned by this. So I have good news. They seem to be following this trend with the Black Widow legendary battle requirements and rewards. Now, I'll talk about that in a second, but the important ones here, okay, the really important ones here. So for Ant-Man and the Wasp, you no longer need to get Pimtron's uniform to Mythic. You now only need to get it to Heroic in order to get the CTP selector. Likewise, in the Captain Marvel legendary battle, you only need to get Captain Marvel's uniform to, you only need to get Captain Marvel's type enhancement to stage 3, not stage 6. So it'll be much, much easier to get yourself a CTP of regeneration. Likewise, say it with me now, for Thanos, you no longer have to get a type 6 enhancement, which is extremely difficult and extremely costly. You now only need to get a stage 3 type enhancement. And I know that some of you guys are going to feel upset because you grinded out, or maybe you paid to get those universal type enhancement kits, and then you got him after trying 5, 10, 15, 20 times. I'm one of those players. I also have Thanos at type 6. We don't get those resources back. We don't get it refunded. It is what it is. The thing is, here's the thing. Players are going to be upset about this. I mean, obviously, most players are going to be really happy about this. But some players who grinded all of those materials are going to be upset. I failed Spidey's type 5 to 6 enhancement at least 10 times. So I lost all of those type enhancement kits that now I don't even need anymore. On the one hand, I'm happy I don't need them anymore. On the other hand, I'm kind of pissed that I wasted all of them. However, veteran players will not be upset if they get better rewards too. Marvel Future Fight seems to be very good at giving new players rewards or giving new players an easier time. They need to do this for veterans too. Otherwise, that's why veterans feel burned. That's why veterans feel ignored. Because we don't get stuff like this, right? Only new players get stuff like this. So, yeah. But it's really, really good for new players. Really, really good for new players. Across the board, they reduced all of the type enhancement and all of the uniform requirements for all of the legendary battles. Spider-Man, Tier 3. Okay, you still need to get into Tier 3 for the CCF. But now for the CTP selector, it only needs to be Type 3. It doesn't need to be Type 6. To get the Mythic card, it only needs to be Heroic, not Universal. Or not Mythic. So now let's look at the Black Widow requirements. So for the regular legendary battle, not the extreme one, you see here what you need to do. You need to get her to 6 stars, which you get from the story mode, and then you get a bunch of gold for the rare ones here. 6-star Yelena, and then you have to get her uniform to Heroic. And then here, Tier 2 Black Widow, and then Taskmaster's uniform to Heroic. So they are keeping up with that. If they had made these Mythic, then we would have a very big problem on our hands. As far as the extreme mode here, this is where we get really cool. Now, that's in Korean, so you don't know what that says, or some of you know what that says. It says, get Black Widow to Tier 3. And then we have something here, Black Widow Legendary Icon. So you guys don't remember, some of you guys remember, hopefully some of you remember, some of you who pay a lot of very close attention to what I say. I had been mentioning in videos, just throwing suggestions out there to Marvel Future Fight, that they should make sort of prestige icons. Because people like to talk in the chat, people like to say things, and you can see here the icon. Oh, well there you go. You can see that it moves, and she blinks. So the background flashes green, red, and then she blinks. It's a moving icon, as you can see. And if you go over here, you will see that there are now 3. There are default, uniform, and special icons. Check this out. We've got Black Widow. We've got Cyclops was right, which I think a lot of people are gonna love. We've got this one about Professor X. I'm not sure what that says. We've got Apocalypse from Age of Apocalypse, and his eyes kind of glow. And then we've got Luna Snow bouncing up and down, and I think a lot of people are gonna like that one as well. So it's pretty interesting. I like this a lot. I think this is great. I think this is a really good idea. This is one way for the devs to really easily reward whales and really easily reward, you know, high VIP players. and really easily reward veterans who can do certain things. You know, if you can get to, if you can get to stage 50 or stage 75 Shadowland for a month straight, if you can get a cumulative score of 20 million in Alliance Battle for a week, you'll unlock one of these special icons. This is a way for players to flex, and this is something that players can work towards and they can show off to other players. That's something that you want to give players the opportunity to do. Grind to a goal and then show off their reward. So I really like that. I think it's really, really good that they added that, and it doesn't hurt anybody. So going back to those rewards really quickly in the Legendary Battle. Last but not least, we have getting Red Guardian's Awakened skill, gives you a level 6 potential enhancement ticket, getting him to tier 2, getting his uniform legendary, and then Taskmaster getting his uniform to legendary will give you a CTP of Insight. So there you go. This is the change that they've made to the Legendary Battles. I think these are good changes. Other changes need to be made as well. So you got the live player icons as well. Additionally, a lot of additionalies today. Squad Battle. They've added 5 Mandalay Gem Fragments as a daily participation reward. So you play once and you get 5 fragments. And then tomorrow you play again and you get 5 fragments. So that basically means that you get an extra 150 fragments a month if you play every single day. Now you're gonna have to repeat your play even if you only do one every day, because there's only 6 matches, but there's 7 days in a week. So it does require a little bit of sort of nonsensical autoplays kind of BS, but it's better than nothing. Now, I don't think that 5 is enough, okay? Marvel Future Fight devs, you should double or triple that number. 10 or 15 would be great. I don't think you need to go higher than 15. 10 is the minimum. 5 is too little. On top of that, they've altered the way that it calculates the score. It was posted on Reddit where someone said that they reached 800,000 with their bonus points, but it didn't count for the final reward. Now, if you reach, let's say, 600,000, and then you get your character bonus of whatever it is, 20%, and it adds 20, I don't know what 20% of 600 is, but, you know, if it adds up the 20%, that's only going to put you at 720,000. But anyways, let's say you get 700,000 and you have a 20% bonus. That'll put you at 840,000. You will now get the last reward. So they've essentially made it easier for players to get the Mandalay Gem Fragment round 3 reward to make it to the searcher portion of the fight. So that's good. But the daily rewards for the Mandalay Gem Fragment amount needs to be improved. And these boxes, you need to remove clear tickets. Remove clear tickets, add uniform upgrade chips or ticket or whatever. Uniform upgrade chips. Please, this is garbage. Nobody wants this. Take this out. If you don't want to take it out for all of the stages, then do it in sections. So Minor League and Bronze League will have clear tickets. Silver League and Gold League will have level 1 or level 2 XP chips. And then Platinum and Vibranium will have level 2 or level 3 uniform XP chips. That's how you should do it for those boxes. And then Squad Battle will be a great game mode. Next up, we've got the World Boss Resistance. So now when you go into any World Boss, and also if you press in the corner this little magnifying glass, you will see that it tracks your resistance for each boss. So you can see my resistance is 0 for all the bosses. And when we go into the fight, you can see here that it's recommending that I have 172 resist. And it starts off with 1 resist, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. It's not really, it's sort of exponential. It doesn't count up by 1 or by 2 or any sort of like predictable flat linear number. And then the other interesting thing, the other addition to World Boss, when we go over and we choose a team, check this out, and you can see there, it lists your Valor, your recommended Valor, and your current Valor, and then it lists the recommended resist so that your strikers will do all of their abilities consistently, and then it shows your current resist, which obviously is 0. And then check this out. When you go over here, it will now show you what all of the characters will do as their striker ability. Yeah, this is a really good quality of life change. This makes it a lot easier for players to understand. Why is everyone telling me to pick Anti-Venom? Oh, let me investigate. Oh, he drops HP blobs. Ah, touching it will result in some health recovery. Okay, I get it now. Why are people telling me to use, Weapon Hex? What's this? Oh, all defense down stacks up to minus 100%. And what about Rachel Summers? Oh, mind control for 5 seconds and damage received increased by 5%. Okay. So this is a really cool thing. I know a lot of people are going to spend some time here just looking at all these different icons and seeing them. I really approve of this change. I think it was really brilliant. Whoever thought of this idea, good job. Kamsahamnida, you did an awesome job with that. So that's really cool. And then the last thing, well, one of the last things I want to show you guys is the shield support. It's the money talk, ladies and gentlemen. It's the money talk. So if you go over to daily perks and we go over to the shield support, they now separate the shield support into 2 sections, which is stupid. And they also don't reduce the price, which is stupid. So you've got your regular shield support for 2 weeks, which costs $14 Canadian, which we all know. And then we've got the number 2, which is basically just double the cost. However, if you investigate, there is a slight difference. They were sneaky. So with the $14 one, you get 300 crystals, you get 50 clear tickets per day for the next 15 days, and then you get some other effects, which clearly they're working on these effects. They don't have an icon or some ad in here, which we know will include the stupid autoplay plus in Shadowland, which is garbage, by the way. But remember, half the cost, 300 crystals. Now take a look at the more expensive one. Double the cost, 800 crystals. They really want you to buy this every month, so they doubled the 300 to 800. I'm no mathematician, but that should be 600. So they're really encouraging you to spend almost $30 Canadian a month on this crap. Just based on the principle of not wanting to pay for autoplay, I will never buy this. But, you know, I wanted to show you guys this. I think this is really bad. I think they need to roll back the autoplay plus on Shadowland, and they need to make the autoplay plus free for everyone, and they need to figure out other ways of making the shield support good. Players are willing to spend money on the game, but players are not going to be manipulated. Players are not going to allow you to, you know, like it's really crooked and it's really dirty to do stuff like that with autoplay. To monetize autoplay is disgusting. And then we have the dimension mission changes. So they said that there was going to be some changes to dimension missions. Now here's the thing. I don't notice any rewards besides level 5 or 5-star ISO 8 from the dimension missions from 11 up to 15. So you can see we don't get 4-star cards. We still get 4-star obelisks. Now the only difference to me is 5-star ISO. So I think this is a pretty shit reward for going all the way up to 15, considering that it takes substantially longer to play 15 than it does to play 10. Yeah, so I think that's really dumb. I think they need to change that. I think they need to add extra rewards. They should add 5-star cards. They should they should add other things. They should add more gold as well. You still only get like 5,000 gold for completing this, which is dumb. And you still only get 160 uniform XP. You should get more uniform XP, you should get more gold, and you should get the chance to get at least 4-star cards, if not 5-star cards as a drop. The only good thing about the dimension missions is now they've removed, it seems, again, it's not finalized, but it seems like they removed the shield support buff for dimension missions. So before, the maximum amount of gold that you could get if you're not spending money on dimension missions is this much. Agent level 60, 1.6 million. This is what you're used to seeing. And then if you paid for the shield support, it would bump you up to 2 million. As you can see, it doesn't do that anymore. So now, if you get up to shield level 110, you will be able to get 2 million gold per day, even if you are free to play. And you'll still get your Rift tokens. You'll get a 1 to 6-star comic card chest, as you can see. You get that. You get the 2 to 6-star ISO 8 set. You get a 2 to 6-star custom gear chest. So those rewards are the same, but the gold has been improved substantially, right? An extra 400,000 gold per day is quite nice, and you can get that every single day, even if you're free to play. So I really like that. I think that's a good idea. I think they should go beyond 100. They should go all the way up to, agent level 200, but that's just me. But they definitely need to improve the rewards in dimension missions, because it's just not worth playing stage 16. You don't even get more contribution, so it's not like you're going to collect your contributions faster. I just noticed, though, that it goes up to 60 rather than going up to 30. I literally just noticed that. So it's going to take twice as long. Damn it. So 10 runs for one reward. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So you're going to have to do 70 runs of dimension missions to get the same rewards that you were getting in 35 runs. So it's going to cost you twice as much energy and twice as many clear tickets. Probably what the shield support is going to do is going to give you twice as much contribution to revert it back to what you're used to now. Damn, that's sneaky. So we're getting more gold, but it's at the cost of more energy and more time. Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't notice that at first. That's annoying as hell. Okay, that sucks. That's a bummer. And then last but not least, I can't show you this myself because I haven't played ABX and I don't want to. ABX is just a pain in the butt. But other star agents have played ABX, so thank you to them for playing. Here are the rewards for ABX, the new rewards for Alliance Battle Extreme. So at 100,000, you have all of the existing rewards. Now they've added, at 300,000 points, you get a Extreme ISO 8, which if you're not sure what that is, it is this booster over here. You get one of these, which is actually pretty good. At 600,000, you get a 4 to 6 star comic card chest, which is also pretty good. At 1 million points, you get 10 level 1 XP chips. Okay, that should be level 3 XP chips. Okay. At 1.5 million, you get a 5 to 6 star custom gear chest, which is also pretty good. At 3 million points, you get level 2 Uni XP chips times 10. Okay, that should be level 4 Uni XP chips. And then there's some debate over whether there's another reward at 6 million. Some people are saying there is another reward at 6 million. Some people are saying there isn't. So I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to cover that for you and give you sort of false information. So that's all the stuff that I could find in the APK thus far. There may be other gems, other hidden things to discover and see. But I wanted to give you all of that information first because it's important. Not only for how you're going to be planning your next moves in the game and your resources, but also so that you save resources, save the type enhancement kits, maybe save your crystals for a legendary battle now, etc. So hit me up in the comments down below. I'll be hitting you guys up with more APK videos soon, so keep it locked here on the channel. You can also check out my second channel, Cynicalex, for 7 Deadly Sins content. I really appreciate all the support over there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more APK stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.